Hey there, how's everybody doing today? If you're new here, my name's Koi, and my channel is dedicated to goofing around and having fun. It's supposed to be an art channel, but I am not good at being consistent. So what we're doing today is we're doing a sketchbook tour. This is the second sketchbook I've ever finished. I have a tentative goal of finishing all my other empty sketchbooks, at least the bigger ones, like bigger in size, not in like pages. So this is the second sketchbook I've ever finished. I'm really proud of this one. I did a lot of experimenting. I feel like I learned a lot in this one. And yeah, basically that's it. This one took me 10 months to finish because my life has been busy. But yeah, so let's get into it. So first of all, if you can hear the traffic, I'm sorry. I can't make it go away, and it is noisy frequently, so I can't just not record while it's happening. But, so here's the sketchbook. Here's the front. I decorated this. I bought these stickers. I literally just Googled spooky stickers on like Amazon like a year ago. These are Gudetama stickers from, where are they from? Five Below. These are just random tiger stickers, also from Five Below, and then it's just more Gudetama, and these all came from the same pack. And then the words and like the stars and stuff are Posca markers that I scribbled all over my book with. So here is how long it took. I started it in May and I finished it in March. This is taking me a while to do a sketchbook tour because I got married, so I was busy. Sorry, not sorry. This was just because I feel like when I do art on the first page, it like sets the tone for the book. And sometimes I can't always uphold that. Like you'll see there's a lot of different stuff in here because this is just a hobby mostly. So I just be messing around. I just like messing around. I used this page to thumbnail because I used alcohol markers. So I don't know if you can see, but there's like different, so this is for a multi-page spread. I looked up different, this one's a bathtub, I think. I looked up different compositions, and I ended up going with this one, and I wanted like a house to be up in the shore, and it's on the next page. This is, I used to have Himi gouache, like the jelly gouaches in the little pots, but they started smelling really bad, so I had to throw them away for my safety. But I miss them, and I love them. So this is just, I don't know, I was in a weird mood. But I like this fish. I think about this fish a lot. More of messing around with the Himi gouache. It was literally just me warming up my hand, I think. And then this is, I have a Conan Gray poster facing me, like on my wall that I look at every day. You can see May 2nd. And I just drew it. And I really like the way the sketch came out. Oh, this is, the reason I put the date up here is because this is the year that the poster is from, not the year, like not when I drew it. But I'm really proud of this. I feel like I got the perspective good. It just looks good. I need to do more studies from like posters and movies and stuff. And then the next page is some studies. I think these were 5-minute portrait studies. They're not like my favorite. They look kind of whack. And then I was like, let me draw Bruno from Encanto. I think he looks cool. That's all. That's all it is. I did draw him like bug-eyed. I don't know why I did that. And then I was trying to draw this picture that I saw on Pinterest from memory. And then it didn't turn out, so then I looked it up, and then I did it again. And then I think about this guy a lot. I was just basically just messing around with faces. This like unlocked something in me. And I haven't been able to draw loosely with a pen like this since then, so I wish it would come back. Teehee, I guess it will. It will, I believe. And then here's more of just that, and then I realized that I was losing it, so I stopped. I was putting too much pressure on myself. And then just some doodling with the Poscas, because I hadn't really done anything real with them. Besides, like, swatching them. I don't know why I glued this down. It's a ballpoint pen. label. And this is from Nails. And then I think I was trying to like take notes or what. I don't know what I was doing. It says, imagine all the people. And then some more doodles. These are with Dollar Tree mechanical pencils. This is me trying to draw a fin from memory, I think. I feel like that's pretty good for a 3D fin without a reference. And then I did some more studies. This is the mermaid that I never finished from this. But I think it's just a proof of concept, and like, I might do this digitally. I might come back to this. You never know. I don't like how big this is. So I might, like, I think I needed to scoot it down more and just scoot everything this way. So here's more gouache. This was vibes based. That's just how I felt that day. It's just vibes based. I'm sad that it did get like all messed up because I didn't spray this. This is oil pastel. It was just a study. I just wanted to see if I could do a face with oil pastel, and I didn't make it big enough, so it's very like not detailed, but it's okay. Some doodles. I went to the beach with my friend, and I took my sketchbook with me, and so this was me messing with the Poscas, and then I decided that I didn't want to do that. And this is, I had these like Viva watercolor sheets. I can't show them to you because I gave them to someone as a gift. And then I tried to redraw that guy. I tried to redraw him, but I didn't look at it, so I couldn't. I tried to recap it, yeah. And then this, I think I tried to draw this cat that I was fostering. It didn't work out, so I put this Animal Crossing post-it on here and some stickers. And then this unlocked something in me. I like drew myself drawing. This is me on a couch. I don't know if you can see it super well, but this is me on a couch. And I suddenly just like loved doing little comics about myself. You'll see, I think, a couple more in here. And then I made a Zine and gave it to my coworker. This was soft pastels. I just wanted to see like how good I could get with form, and fruits and vegetables are a good way to practice. I really like this tomato. I'm really proud of that one. This was the first one I did, I think, but this one I like a lot, and you can tell that it's like so messy. And then this was when I bought Prismacolors. Initially I just did that, and I swatched it in a separate video, and then I did these as little studies, but I wasn't being bold enough. You gotta be confident when you're using colored pencils. And I wasn't, but I think he's funny looking. So there's that. And then this painting took me, I'm really proud of it. It took me like literally like 2 months to finish though, because I kept procrastinating. So like I did the sketch, and then I didn't paint. And then I did the base layer, and then I didn't paint. And then I finished the whole thing in one setting. And I'm really proud of the way it came out. But now I'm like scared to use gouache. And I topped it off. I did the details with colored pencil, so they would be like textured. But this turned out really good. It's a still life from Rango. I have a video of me painting this. And then I just never finished that page. I said, just leave it there. Oh, I found a crayon. I found one of those twistable crayons at work. Literally brand new, unused. So I was doodling with that. And then I also found these, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is about. Colored pencil maybe. But these are friction highlighters, and I was just curious about them. So I bought them. They don't really layer over each other very well, like at all. It kind of like rips at the paper. But I had fun. But basically, if you don't know, friction highlighters are highlighters that you can erase. And then this was the Prismacolors. I just wanted to, I don't know, vibes, shade some stuff. I really like all of them, but I think my favorites are this rock. It's supposed to have a starfish on it, but it looks like it's painted on there because I didn't give this enough depth. But I like the rock itself, and I like the way that this seaweed turned out. And then I tried to draw Midnight Burger from Imagination. If you don't know about Midnight Burger, let me put you on. Midnight Burger is a podcast. It is like a sci-fi fantasy podcast about a time and dimension traveling diner. It's so good. Go listen to them everywhere that you have podcasts. They're great. And then I thought that I had a video of this up. And I remember, like, editing it as, like, a speed paint for the jar video. But I can't find the video. So I don't know if I, like, never posted it or if it got taken down. I don't know what happened. The theme was Sauron and forest, I think. I don't remember. I lost all the footage. I thought I posted it, but maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know. And then this was me doodling. I tried to draw Old Man McGucket from memory or something similar. And then there's Bill Cipher. That's a foot. I was watching a video about a foot. This is more feet. A picture from Pinterest of a bear having a birthday party. And I wrote bear. And this is just a picture of a fox, also from Pinterest. And then I was just doodling. And then I think this is my profile picture in a bunch of places. It's really funny. These were just like goofing around. And then this is me. This was me drawing what I wanted to be doing. So this says what my brain wants to do right now, frowny face, because I'm trying to lower my screen time. And then I put that this was my phone because I thought maybe, I didn't know what it didn't look like anything, just a blob. And then this says Nightmare Before Christmas Snuggie because I was like wrapped up in my Snuggie drawing, but I wanted to be scrolling on my phone. And I'm trying to break the habit. And then this was just like random drawings of me doing stuff because I had a lot of fun drawing the little comic guy. So I just kept doing it. This is floor time, so it's just me laying on the floor. And then this is me trying to draw, this was pre-organized desk, but me trying to draw at my desk. And then this says secret cat, because my cat is always like napping underneath here, but you can't see it from the angle that I drew myself at. And then this is me ignoring my alarm and being sleepy and dirty clothes at the end of my bed because I never put clothes away. And this is just a picture of my cat. She likes to roll on her. It doesn't look like her at all. It just looks like a cat. But she likes to roll on her back and be like, please, please, sir, a pet for a poor man. And then here's another one. This is a diagram of me. So it says messy hair, slouch, graphic t-shirt, pants too long because I'm short, usually no shoes, but I don't know how to draw feet, is what I wrote down. This is a traffic light from my porch. And then these are, I was trying to draw fish with different like mediums. And then I was like, this looks pooey. I don't know how to make it coherent. So then I made it look like they had, like they were like hanging on a wall, and I drew like flowers. So it's like someone's like display wall of like pictures of fish. I don't know, man. It looks cool though, right? And then I don't have a video of these. These are just more studies because I really want to be able to draw faces, but I feel like I don't ever get better. I like the way it looks though. It's fine. This like, I don't know how to use alcohol markers either, but there's a video of me doing this. My favorite part of this page was this cauldron. She ate. Yeah, there's a video of me doing this. There's a little secret guy in there. I think I had, oh no. So I started with this because alcohol marker bled through the page really bad. So I covered it up with washi tape and this snake Post-it note. And then I drew a snake all around, I think. I don't remember what order. But basically, I was just drawing like fall-themed things. Snakes are in the fall. That's a fall-themed thing. But my favorite thing is this cauldron. I drew it because growing up, I'm from the Midwest. And growing up, when it was like kind of chilly out, everyone would have bonfires. And they would make like huge pots of beans, and they would invite like 20 people to the house, and I miss going to those. I didn't eat beans. I still don't, but this, I wanted to try lino cut, and I bought some stamps and some lino cut tools because someone told me that it was easy. They were wrong. It's really hard. Like really, really hard. I gave up But this was me trying to design the stamps. And this was me just like warming up my hand, I think. And then I tried to make another jar video, and I was like, let me thumbnail a couple of things, but then I just liked this one too much. So I just did that one. And here it is. I, honest to God, wish that I had just recorded drawing this with the pens, because I put gouache over it, and then I immediately lost all motivation. 100% gone. And then this was a Draw This in Your Style by John Drawing. And he does this like really cool watercolor art that's like spooky. Yeah, you should look him up. It's his character. It's like a little girl who like has this possessed pumpkin head on her, I think. But the character design is really cool, and she looks less wonky in his picture than she does in mine. But I was just messing around. I did post it, I think, on Instagram. And then I decided I wanted to draw some chickens. I don't know why. Oh, I have little bird characters. So I drew the bird character from memory. And then I was like, I should start drawing chickens. So then I just drew a bunch of random chickens. And then I put 11 out of 10. Oh, wait, no. This is the date. This corner felt empty, so I put the date in. 11/10/24. So this was in November. I tried to draw Dave Strider from memory with oil pastels. That's enough of that. This was a face without looking up a face. This is... I was trying to figure out how to draw with fine liners, I think, actually, like 3D stuff with fine liners. This is a little figurine that I had on my desk. I don't know where it is now. Probably still somewhere on my desk, but just like lost. This is a statue on Pinterest that was wearing this like head thingy. And this is, I think, a hair reference from Pinterest. And then I gave up. I should have drawn something here. Too late now. This, I have a video on this. It's called Prattling On and Painting Pirates. I didn't finish. I mean, I guess you could call it finished. This is a still from Pirates of the Caribbean, in case you didn't know. And I wanted to paint with acrylic paints, but I haven't done that in a really long time. So I was like, let me do a study. But I discovered that the paint was like gluing the stuff that I was holding the pages down with to the paper. Because this doesn't lay like perfectly flat. And B, when I closed this, it was getting stuck together. And I don't know why, because it dried for several days between each layer. So that really annoyed me. This, I don't have a video on this guy. I just didn't want the page to be empty. But I did do a video where I drew this guy. And I wanted to draw, you know those like soft gnomes? I wanted to draw like that. I wanted it to look like, you know, when you go to your grandma... It reminds me of my grandma. She had these like gnome figurines, and they were painted like so soft and gently, and I just wanted to draw that, and then I drew the head, and then I was like, that's enough, I'm done now. But I really like the way this one turned out. I like the way that I built up the color in his face and his little eyelash. I just like it. It's good. And then this, I drew the mushroom, and then I said, what goes with mushrooms? A tree stump. And then I said, you know what? Where there's a tree stump, there's another tree. And then I said, we should make this mushroom be in a little pathway. And then I said, this is boring. I'm going to add little guys hiding all over the place. And I don't know if I'll ever create something this three-dimensional again in my life. I don't know what. I was just locked in. I put on music, I think, and I had like my little Pinterest references in front of me, and I literally sat for like 2 hours with a ballpoint pen and some whiteout. That's what this is. It's whiteout. It's not very white. And I was like, off we go, off to the races. This is beautiful. That's all I have to say about that. You are supposed to be covered up. I drew this in my bed while I was watching Sean McComb videos, and I don't like it. That's all. This, I also have a video of this one. It's just little doodles. So this, I wanted to try and do this method of oil pastels where you color the page and then you put a darker color on top and then you scratch it out. And it kind of worked. It worked in like, it works better with like light colors like green and yellow and like this peachy color, but with the darker colors, it's harder to see. And then this is just a little frog guy. That's it. I just felt like drawing a frog. And then I drew these little borders to make it look coherent. This is more 100 heads challenge. I don't know why the paper does this sometimes when you use paint. It like, no one else, my last sketchbook didn't do this, and no one else that uses the sketchbook online, this is a pretty popular sketchbook on like YouTube, it doesn't do this, and I don't know what the issue is. So this one, I like, this one's okay. I hated this one. And then, I don't know if you can even see it, but there's a fourth one down here, and I really, really, really liked the sketch. So I didn't paint it because I was scared. Because what I did was I painted these two, and then I didn't warm up before I did this. I think I warmed up before I don't know if I warmed up before I did these at all, but I didn't warm up before I do this, and the sketch for this was really good, and it's like okay. It's fine. I don't like it, but it's fine. This is beautiful. I will not paint over it. This was 60-second figure studies. I did this because someone on the internet said it was good for you. And this was really hard. This is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes of my time, but it's really hard. Like, this one is a lady, like, she's got, like, stuff draped over her. This is my favorite one, I think. It reminds me of Jessica Rabbit. This was, like, some star-spangled lady. This was an evil guy. And this was a Christmas samurai. I don't know. This, I have a video of. He's like, oh my god. It's really hard to use oil pastels in a sketchbook. But I do it anyways because I am dumb. Because this always happens. And then I get upset. But I took pictures of this, so it's fine. The prompt was clothes and giant Chinese salamander. So I made him wear a tie, and he's doing business. This says he's just doing his job. And then this was, I saw somebody else doing like surreal art. And I said, I want to be doing that. So I drew a giant eyeball staring at the road. This doesn't look quite the way I want it. This is more concept, proof of concept than anything. It does look really cool. I'm 100% have plans to draw this again in the future. And then this was, I did this like in the afternoon. I did this all on the same day. I really should date stuff. I did this all on the same day. I did this in an afternoon. I like taped it off. And then it's like a cloud floating. But I only have 12 colors, and you can't really mix soft pastels. So it just looks, I don't know. And then when I sprayed it, it got darker. It was a whole thing. And then this, I took my colored pencils and I took every color that wasn't black, I think. And I like went around. And then I drew random stuff in between it. And then this one, I was watching Deadpool while I did all this, by the way. The Deadpool Wolverine movie. This one, I wanted to do forced perspective. So, like, that's her legs, and she's, like, leaning forward. And I don't know, I just wanted to draw weird stuff that day. And then, this is the end. I had never done an end page before, but I thought, what better way to send off this sketchbook than with a really weird eyeball. This says bye. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.